Hello everyone, this is Sandeep Chatterjee. Welcome to this amazing Agile. Today I bring a new topic that is understanding the big picture of SAFe, that is Scale Agile Framework. Now the world is turning from Agile Scrum to Scale Agile, that is Enterprise Agile. So everyone has started learning the SAFe, but sometimes it looks the big picture or the main picture of Scale Agile Framework is little complicated. So today I wanted to make a very easy presentation by which you can learn what is the big picture and how to implement in your work. So let's begin. So the big picture is here. If you can take a look, the entire picture has many departments, many configurations. These are called the competencies. These are all the palette, which is nice to have. This is foundation. So I will give you a quick intro how to use it or how to take a look. So what you see in the middle, you will see in the middle one thing called continuous delivery pipeline and agile release train. So why it is called a train? Train means the vehicle having many compartments together attached one by one, traveling from one station to another, that means one destination to another, or I should say one milestone to another, with all the passengers, their luggages and other logistics. So all are going from one place to another at the same time, and everyone will reach the destination at the same time. So that concept is applicable here, that enterprise-wise, there are many projects are going on concurrently. All the projects are maybe interrelated or there is some dependency. So all the projects will go together to meet one business goal, or it can say value stream, by delivering the product, all the products at a time as per the client demand. So that is called train. I'll little bit elaborate about the train little point of time. Now see what is in the center. That is the customer centricity. That means Agile is always doing the activity, giving the valued product to the customer, keeping the center or their clients. So that is called the customer centricity. The customer centricity for what? For business agility. So what is business agility? Business agility is doing business with agility to compete and thrive the digital age by quickly responding to the market changes and emerging opportunities with innovation business solution. It requires that everyone in the enterprise, such as business and technology leaders, development team, IT operations, legal, marketing, finance, support, compliance, security, or anybody who are involved in delivering the solution using the lean and agile practices to continually deliver innovative, high quality products and services faster than the competition. I'll be using two words very frequently. One is called the lean and another is agile. So what is lean? Lean means whatever the delivering the value, give the waste delivering the value or higher delivering the value, eliminating the non-value added stuff. So you've just filtered the most value added deliverables among the others. So that is called the lean. And the agile, you already know that it is a collaborative effort, keeping the customer in the center and doing it in the timely manner and deliver it on time. So that is agile. So how the business agility is being performed? It is performed through 7 competencies in the Lean SAFe Enterprise 5.0. These competencies are organization agility, that is a newly introduced. That is called lean portfolio management, enterprise solution delivery, agile product delivery, team and technical agility, continuous learning culture, and lean agile leadership. So these five things are mandatory for the business agility. We cannot leave it, but this is only applicable when you are doing the full safe method. But when you are doing a essential, I will discuss little later what is essential or large solution. Earlier it was value stream, and the portfolio. You may not need all the competencies, but when you are doing the full, you need all the seven. And since I am discussing the full, so I will discussing all. So you may not be required when you are doing the essential or large solution. So first we'll take a look the lean agile leadership. The lean agile leadership is kept separately than the other six. You can guess why it is kept here. Why not in the left panel? The reason is it is at the bottommost and center area. That means it is holding the entire big picture in the middle and balancing. And if you see this black portion, this is called the foundation. There are a couple of items in the foundation like core values, lean agile mindset, agile principle, roadmap. So all those activities are done by the lean agile leadership. So he is balancing the entire big picture or entire the organization. It means that the leadership of the organization or enterprise, if they are agile mind and lean mindset, then it is possible to implement the safe culture or scale agile culture for the entire organization, the entire corner of the organization. So that's the reason it is in the middle. So what the lean agile leadership is doing? So lean agile leadership is doing the agile strategy. They are doing the inspire the others by model and desire behaviors, lean mindset, words, actions to the lean agile values and principles. And they are also promoting the core values of the organization. Of course, the mindset I already told. There are required some principles which need to be followed and the desired roadmap. So let's see what is the core value. So core value is called the built-in quality. That means whatever the activity you are doing here, you should have the quality in place. So when we are doing the so many innovations, when I talk about the agility, mindset, culture, so of course the business is already built in quality. Then alignment. Alignment, I already told during discussing about the train that everyone is doing at the same time. So in enterprise, there are multiple projects, Scrum projects or Kanban projects are going in parallel. So their start date and end date of the sprint will remain same, the same date, same time and same length. So if you see this picture here, if you see, if this is a one milestone, that is PI planning, I'm coming to that. There's another PI planning, this is a third PI planning. And out of that, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other 5 projects are giving an example. And this 1, 2, 3, 4 other 4 iterations or sprint are being executed. So all are doing in the same time. When they are completing the sprint, they're giving the demo at the same time to the entire organization. So that's why it is aligned. Then the program execution. Program execution means it is always in the result oriented and working with the working software. That is the agile principle, right? Working software. So that is called the program execution. And transparency is, you all know that it is mainly transparent to the client as well as the everyone. We do many activities in the Scrum project, you know that, like the daily Scrum meeting, sprint review meeting, burn down chart, that gives it transparency for the project execution. Okay. So now I can discuss the other thing in the competency real quick. Actually, there are 7 competencies and with this 3 dimension each, but I am not going to discuss all because it will take a lot of time and we're losing the focus of the big picture. So let's real quick, what is the organization agility? Organization agility is basically creating the enterprise-wise lean agile mindset. So these all are interconnected. So this activity, working with the lean agile mindset, they are implementing the lean agile mindset in the organization. They are out the lean business operations and respond quickly to the opportunities and threats. That means they are doing the innovation. Innovation is done by this competency. I am coming to that. So while doing the innovation, they are doing some SWOT analysis. You know SWOT, SWAT, that is strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. So based on that, they are evaluating whether their innovation are actually going on right direction or not. Let's move to the enterprise solution delivery. Enterprise solution delivery is about the apply lean system engineering to build the really big system. Coordinate and align with the full supply chain and continually evolve live systems. The next is agile product delivery. So agile product delivery is mainly talk about the DevOps activity. You know that DevOps is so important and so a hot topic nowadays that the delivery and development should be in sync. So that's why DevOps concept and SAFe is supporting the DevOps. So the customer is the center of the product strategy, development on cadence and release on demand, and continuously explore, integrate, deploy, and innovate the product using the customer centricity and design thinking. Then release on demand and managing the train. The next is team and technical agility. Team and technical agility is the high performance agile team. And the team, whatever you are, me, myself, and cross functional and agile teams. Business and technical teams build business solutions, and quality business solutions delights customer. And the last one is continuous learning culture. Again, this is the new competency added beside the organization agility in this version 5. That is talking about the everyone in the organization learns and grows together. So that everyone, there is an opportunity not only do your work, you should learn with your work. Exploring and creating the part of the organization's DNA and continuously improving solutions, services, processes for everyone, and it is a responsibility for the everyone. So these are all the competencies that do the business agilities for the lean agile enterprise. So now I want to discuss about what is design thinking. Okay, before that, I just want to tell you that what is the principle. The principle is, as you already told while I was discussing about the foundation, that the principle is always to be followed. Like agile has a principle, so the SAFe has its own principle, which is in sync with the agile principle. The roadmap is also there. Without a defined roadmap or divine roadmap, it is very difficult to reach the destination. And how to create the roadmap and who is going to help us? Here there is a one corner is called the SAFe Program Consultant. So that means that is called SPC. So he is a certified person or a body who has the knowledge how to implement the SAFe enterprise model in an organization, giving the training, giving the process, giving the hands-on exercise practices, how to do the business agility using 7 competencies for the SAFe framework. So this person is licensed from the Scale Agile. Let's move the design thinking. Here is, if you see in the design thinking is basically designing the requirements. That is our old thought now. Design thinking is recommended by the Scale Agile framework that while designing, you should ask some question to yourself. Question number 1, is it desirable? That means what the customer is asking is it desired that that customer will liking it? Yes or no? If it's yes, is it feasible? That means can you able to really do that exactly what the customer is asking? Ask question yourself. Say yes because you have the ability. Then is it be viable? That means can the customer will accept that? Of course yes, if you are desirable and feasible. Then the last question is very important. Is it sustainable? So SAFE is saying that it is not that you deliver your product to a client and your job is over. No. They are recommending that if you are doing this project and if it is successful, make it your product so that you can sell it to the other customer. What a lovely mindset. So that is called the sustainable. So that is called the design thinking, that you all the points you have to keep in mind while designing and delivering to the client. Next is DevOps. Here you can say that, as I told during the agile product delivery, that is SAFE is supporting DevOps. So they are supporting in the 5 ways or 5 rule. One is called culture, the sharing responsibility, automation of the CD pipeline, that is continuous delivery pipeline, lean flow of accelerated delivery, so that the delivery will be keep accelerating, measuring all those, and if there is an issue, recover it. So this rule is called CALMR. Now I am going to talk about the agile team. So this is the agile team or a SAFE team. There are a lot of new team members are introduced in the model. The below one, you know that was the Scrum or Kanban team we already aware of, and there are new teams. So let's discuss through the essential. So first, what is essential? Essential means you are delivering a one big product, and there are many projects, many modules are there that you are delivering it. So assume that the big product is a train, and there are small modules which are doing by the individual different projects are called the 10 compartments. So that became your train. So the entire train you can say as program, and the compartments are called projects or Scrum projects or Scrum project. So that is, if you have only one train, then it is called essential SAFE. We already discussed about the design thinking, DevOps and building quality. So what they are doing is they have a organization level repository in the program level that is used as a Kanban board, and from there the requirements are coming to the project backlog or product backlog. Here it is calling is a team backlog. The team backlog means normal terminology, it is product backlog of each project team or each Scrum team or each Kanban team. So here the requirement name is called feature, and while it is coming the feature, it is coming to the team backlog or product backlog as stories or enabler or bugs or task or whatever. If you are writing test cases, then test. So how it works, it will be done through PI planning. So friend, today I am not going to discuss about the PI planning because it is a huge activity and it is the heart of the SAFE framework. So I'll have a different video which you can go and check it, and it is very important, and I have very details, I have described everything. So if you have any question, anything, you can always ask in the comment box. So essential is there is a one main functionality or one main project, and they are delivering with the multiple projects. The projects could be any n number, starting from 20 projects or whatever. Let's move to the next call, large solution. The large solution is when one functionality is you are doing a more than one functionality or one train, it is become a large solution. So suppose if you are doing a enterprise level ERP development, so suppose functional module is one train. So at the same time, if you are developing a functional module, a financial module, I'm sorry, and then you are doing any costing module, payroll module, or development module, or manufacturing module. So if you do it all together, that means that you have multiple trains. So if you are doing any multiple trains, it has become large solutions. I just wanted to tell the additional team members. So in the essential, there are couple of new team added. As you know, in the Scrum team, there are one product owner, there are one Scrum master, and project team or Scrum team. If suppose in one train there are 20 projects, then every project has one Scrum master, Scrum team, and product owner. So someone has to look after the program. So the program level, there is one person called RTE or release train engineer, who is looking for all the Scrum master. That means the RTE or release train engineer is the chief Scrum master. He could be a part of one of the project. However, he is managing the overall Scrum activities, and all the Scrum master are reporting to RTE. Similarly, all the product owner and each projects are reporting to program management. That means program management is the person who is looking for the PO activity for the all Scrum projects for that particular train. And all the development teams are working together, collaborating with the other team members of the same train or the same program. So they are talking to each other team members, as well as there has to be a one chief architect or engineer who is designing the entire program and discussing with all the teams. So all the team members are dottedly reporting to the system engineer or system architect. Similarly, when you are going to the large solution, when you have multiple trains available, so all the release train engineer of each program is reporting to ST, that means solution train engineer. Similarly, the product management for all the trains are reporting to the solution management. And similarly, the system architecture or engineering is reporting to the solution architecture or engineering. The solution architecture is the main architect of the entire ERP solution. You can take that example. So that's why it is so huge and so complicated. It could be more than 300 people working together, and all are managed by these three roles. In addition, there are also business owners that are available. Sometimes there is an epic owner available, and sometimes the enterprise architects are also available. Now, if we go to the portfolio level, it is same. However, organization level, the funding is also coming through the Lean Agile portfolio management. So the fundings are being looked at on the enterprise level for all the activities and innovations. So full is basically including portfolio, large and essential. So if it's a large solution and organization level fundings and innovations are being managed, it has become a portfolio. So in the portfolio, there could be a portfolio enterprise architect, and epic owner is also available. So this is the summary of the big picture. Now here in the right side, this is the palette, has some best practices are used. If you want, you can use it, but it is not mandatory. Next, I just wanted to highlight that when you are only working on the Scrum project, your team backlog or product backlog is the only source of your stories where you can deliver. But when you are working for the enterprise level, if it is a portfolio level, large solution level, so you have only single repository of the requirement. And this repository is called Epic. and using through Kanban. So if you have a large solution from the portfolio, then the requirements are going to the from portfolio backlog to the solution backlog. And this requirement is called capability. It is using through Kanban. Once it is going to the essential level or program level, the requirement is coming from the large solution level to or large solution backlog to the program backlog, and then it is same as I discussed to the team backlog. So if you see, the maybe one portfolio level epic have multiple capabilities, and one capabilities may have multiple program or features, and multiple features, one features could have multiple stories. So this way it is working. So friend, that is the big picture I already told you, and hope you understood and it is a bit clear. If you have any question, please feel free to give the comment and I will give you answer whenever I can see. And if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe my video so that I can bring you more and more videos. And the intent of my video is very simple. I want to give very crisp and to the point topics. I could have given a safe for the entire for 3 or 4 hours presentation, but it may be misleading because you may be wanting a one particular piece of information. So that's why my videos are very small, and whenever there is the requirement, if I get it for a request from you, I will create a similar kind of video, whatever you want, and I will post it. So please ring the bell. I hope you enjoyed. Till then, bye bye.